the key that opens a happy home. Patience. Look away. That's it. Sometimes there are things that you don't even need to discuss. I tell myself all the time, when somebody does something to me, I look at them and I'll be like, is this worth talking about? Then if it is worth talking about, we talk about it. But if it's not, you look away. You need to be patient with a person that is not you. You're patient with yourself. You're patient with your mother. You're patient with people who raised you. This is a total stranger you meet on the road and you fell in love. He is a different person. He has different ways of life. You cannot, I would repeat this, cannot expect an absolute relationship. If you expect an absolute relationship, it cannot work. For patience, you have to put in work. You have to pay attention. You have to understand. You have to compromise. These are all patience. If you're not patient enough, you cannot compromise. You can't put the work. The work is wanting to make this work. The reason why people, the past generation had the ability to stay longer in their marriages is because things that are broken to them are not things they throw away. They're things that they fix. And you can't fix it without patience. With age, I have learned that patience is the key to the whole life itself. So if you're living a life without patience, all my 2 marriages failed because I wasn't patient enough. Because I couldn't bring myself to take the imperfections of my partners. I wasn't willing to put in the work. Mostly because I was very young. I couldn't understand why I should just put in work and just waste my time because I could do better. But believe me, you go outside and you still meet the same person and you still have to put in the work, put in the patience, and probably he's even worse than the person you left. I'm not saying if you're tired of being married or you're unhappy, you should stay. But when you put in all this and it still doesn't work, and that is the time you say to yourself, this is not for me. My own husband is somewhere. I can walk away peacefully without having to depress myself or depress the person around me. We have to work towards all these things. I would share this thing. They said there are 2 kinds of marriages. You have the shared kind of marriage and the extracted kind of marriage. The shared kind of marriage is the marriage that we just spoke about. A marriage where it's give and take. A marriage where we're partners. A marriage where if you tell me, please, I don't want you to talk to your male friends, you will not talk to your female friends. If you tell me, please, I don't want you to stay late outside, you yourself will not stay late outside. That's give and take. What you expect from me is what you give me. Then that is a marriage that works. A marriage that if I don't want to cook, he gets into the kitchen and he cooks without feeling that this is something that he doesn't want to do. I made a shimijing hajia. He's happy to do it. He's happy to spend on me. I am happy to spend on him. We're happy to build a family together. We're sad together. We fight. We won't sleep until we reconcile. Because we're human. We will fight. We'll have issues. But we have the ability to agree and disagree and be matured enough to know that we cannot walk away from this because we cannot find something better. So in order to do that, we put in the work. Marriage is an empty box. What you put is what you take out. If you put in good, you take out good. If you put in bad, you take out bad. So if both of you are willing to work, you will be celebrating your 60th anniversary. If you're not putting the work, then there's no way you'll be like me. 1 year tops. You run away. So this is the shared kind of marriage. Then you have the extracted kind of marriage. The marriage where one partner wants to take and take and take until there's nothing more to take. And this is usually seen with the women. The women are usually the victims. The man will tell you, I don't want you to be friends with this person. Change your telephone number. I don't want you to go to this place. Come back at this time. The kind of food you eat, you choose. The kind of clothes you wear, you choose. When you go to your parents' house, he will choose. When you sleep, he will choose, because he's the boss of the family. When he wants to sleep with you, that is when he will sleep with you. He can go for a year without even coming close to you because he doesn't find you attractive enough. So these are marriages that are being called extracted kind of marriage. You frustrate your partner to the level where your partner wants to kill you. Then some partners actually kill you because you've taken them to a point where they've gone back home, their parents will bring them back. They've gone to their friends, you've already clipped all their wings. You've sucked out all the livelihood of this woman. You've broken every single self-confidence that she has, just because you, as a man, wants to be in control. Control of what? What are you controlling? At the end of the day, you're sinning, because that's not what God told you to do. You're committing adultery. If you're a Muslim, you're supposed to be killed. I don't know the punishment for adultery in Christianity. So who are you actually punishing? You're not just punishing the woman, you're equally punishing yourself. Because your home is supposed to be a place where you have peace. But when you're coming home, because of how much you have treated your wife, you know that you're not going to get peace. You don't even want to come home. So it's a two-way thing. You're punishing her and punishing yourself at the same time. And this is vice versa. If a woman chooses to treat her husband like this is exactly what it means. So it is left for you, the young generation, to choose what kind of marriage you want to be in. Either the shared kind of marriage or the extracted kind of marriage. Please, I will tell you from experience, it never worked. It has never worked. It will never work. The extracted kind of marriage is the worst kind of living. Then you choose to be miserable, or you can choose to be happy. I would want to be happy. Lastly, you see, social media is meant for many things, but not when it reaches a point where it's disrespect to your partner. You can make friends on social media. You can make business partners on social media. You can do important discussions on social media. But when you, as a woman or as a man, is on social media and you're committed to someone and you keep following different women or different men, liking different pictures, sending DMs, sliding into people's DMs. As I said before, there is no secret that is buried now in this era. It will come out. And it's so disrespectful for a woman or a man to keep flipping through pictures of people and seeing your other partner liking other people's pictures, or getting their numbers and secretly calling them. Or that is when all these things come. Don't touch my phone. Please don't do this. Don't do that. All of these things are because we choose, for some reason, just not to be happy, or to be happy and be selfish. Because this is selfish for you to think it is okay to do that to your partner while your partner is being loyal, especially when it's a woman. She's loyal, she's at home, taking care of your children, taking care of your home. I strongly feel men need to do better. Our men need to do better. We need to treat our women better. Women need to raise better men. Because if men I don't get it. I don't know how a woman would raise a man that would disrespect a woman. Because if he doesn't, he's not disrespecting you as a mother, somebody is going to disrespect your daughter because somebody else raised her son to do the same. We need to show our sons how to love women, how to respect women. For our Muslim brothers, the people that brought Islam to the world are the Arabs. It came from the Arabian part of the world. The way they care about their women, you see it. You go to Saudi Arabia, you go to Dubai. The way they shield their women is not the way you do it. Yours is being overprotective for no apparent reason. For no reason, and you don't even provide the basic necessities for the women. You need to know that a woman needs to be reassured, reaffirmed, be told how much you love her. Women need to know that men are equally humans. You don't expect you don't tell him you love him, you don't call him, you don't know what he does, and you think, oh, I know he doesn't even care. He does care. The little message you send him, babes, I'm thinking about you. Oh, I really liked our discussion yesterday. It made me want to love you more. There's some little things. Just a kiss or a hug. This useless emoji that doesn't mean anything. Just send it while he's at work. He comes home to a nice meal, a warm bath, nice atmosphere. Create something. If you have a small balcony, a dinner for two, you have money, take him out. Men want to be pampered, but we don't do it, especially women from the north. I don't know many girmankan that I can't treat my husband. Cut his nails. Do something. Just do something for him that he feels loved. If you do all this, put in all your effort, and he still goes out of his way to hurt you, then every decision you take is justified. But we neglect the men. We allow them. I don't understand. I cannot allow my husband to be outside past his normal time, and I won't call him. I'll call you 50 times. You have to come home. He knows he cannot do that. You owe it to me to be with me at that time, unless necessary. And then you need to tell him what you want. For men, some of them, they don't even understand it. Somebody recently, I said to him, oh, I'm not feeling fine. And he said, okay, bye-bye. Then after some weeks, he said, why didn't you speak to me? I said, can you imagine? I told you I was sick. You didn't even care. He was like, wallahi tallahi, I didn't know. I am so sorry. Like, he doesn't even understand that he was wrong. It was easy. I could have just said, why would you not call me and ask of my body or what I'm going through? Then it came to him. There are many people that think differently. We need to find a way to coexist together and be happy. I emphasize happiness because that is the only thing we're here for. You cannot be sad. If you're sad, you can't achieve anything. Happiness allows you to flourish from within to outside, to help other people. You as a couple need to find a way to give each other time off. One day, it's okay to just get up and say, Oga, today I'm taking myself out. I want to go to the spa, pamper myself, have some alone time, go to the restaurant, eat. Just do something for yourself. Refresh yourself. Go back to the old you when you were young and bubbly. Enjoy yourself by yourself. Find a way to be happy without another person. This person cannot, you don't expect somebody to give you happiness. And that is what we expect. In marriage, we put in too much expectations and it's beyond comprehension. It is too much, and we need to understand that even we cannot give ourselves some of the things that we expect another person to give us. So please find time to love yourself. If you learn to love yourself and know your worth, there are things that a man will not do to you. If a man learns to be comfortable and confident with who he is, there are things he knows he will never do. So first of all, as human beings, learn about yourself, what you are and what you can take. Many of us don't. I'm telling you, it took me 30 years of my life to understand who I am. Just maybe 4 years back, that I could say, I proudly could stand in front of people and say, I truly understand who I am. The things that you have to do by yourself, decisions that you have to take on your own. If you go back home and your parents tell you to go back, there are times when you would stand your ground and say, I will not go back. There are many places you can go. And then parents are always parents. They will always accept you back. But you need to take time out if you're not comfortable with where you're staying. You need to show your children that there are things that they cannot take. But when your husband keeps beating you in front of your children and you keep taking it, then you're telling the girls that it is okay for you to stay in a toxic relationship. This is what you're teaching them. We need to learn self-worth. You need to know when to take decisions. That is why it is very important for every human being to be educated, both religiously and the Western education. With all this being said, I hope I have said some things that could help you, and I look forward to learning from you as well. So thank you so much, and I will be talking about success in the next episode, inshallah. I can't wait. Thank you.